Today on PPA Hot Shots, we head to Newport Beach, California for the PPA Doubles Shootout.
Was called out.
You are going to want to sit back and relax as we watch this women's pro doubles point gold medal match here from 4 of the game's best. Get ready for this one.
Here comes Catherine Parenteau charging in.
Oh man. Lucy! Oh, let's go!
Stop it.
Oh, with the drop, the hustle. Off the pedal of Simone now. Ball's up.
Here we go.
In the reset, back to neutral. Kelly gets one off.
That's
high, that's high! Lucy's off the court. That's high. They're back. Off the bounce.
You are going to want to settle in for this one. Let's begin by IDing our players. Callie Smith is serving along with her partner Catherine Parenteau. And on the far side of the court, Lucy Kovalova and Simone Jardim. This was a 73-shot rally. We started off here, good deep return of serve. Smith starts going up to the net right away, and that is because she trusts Parenteau's third shot. Speaking of Parenteau, love the way she attacks here. Look how she lunges with that forehand drive volley. And this point is a really nice example of how you have to be willing to back up. Sometimes you hear in pickleball you shouldn't back up. Well, that is not what these 4 women say. Watch what happens here, how often they need to retreat to buy themselves some time. Here as we see Kovalova and Jardim getting further and further away from the onslaught that's coming toward them from the other side of the net. By backing up, of course, you give yourself more time to react because that ball has farther it's got to travel. You don't love being in that position, but I would rather be farther away and have a play on the ball rather than be up close and not have a chance. Really nice drop from Kovalova here. This allows them to come forward again and level out the playing field. This ball from Smith goes up a bit too high, and Jardim, who typically plays with a two-handed backhand, she's got to go to the one-hander here to attack down the line. Good news for Parenteau. She saw it coming, she backs up, gives herself a little more time to react. Gets back in the point, and here we see Jardim looking to attack any chance she has. Good job by Parenteau, forcing a dink, neutralizes things a little bit. See how this ball sits up a little bit high on Smith. She's going with the one-hander too down the line. Kovalova read it well. She backed up, gave herself a little bit of extra distance to work with, and she goes on the attack here. Look how Parenteau has to get down on the ground to dig that ball out of the dirt. Good job there, but things are not over because here comes Kovalova looking to continue the attack. Now notice where Lucy is here, center of the court. She continues to go. She's now fully on the left side of the court, and look at Jardim. She is just backing off, no problem, letting Lucy do her thing. High forehand volley. Gotta think here maybe Kovalova should have gone back at Parenteau since she was down on the ground. At this point, Kovalova is going back to her side of the court. She says, I strayed pretty far, but hey, there's another ball for me to hit. So why not? Great overhead smash from Kovalova. Good job by Smith. Both Smith and Parenteau are so good at digging balls out. Nice little forehand drop shot here from Kovalova. I really like the tactic. I think she overhit it a little bit, and that's why Smith was able to get to that ball. Plays a nice cross-court dink to allow her and Parenteau back in the point. Cross-court is typically your friend when you're playing these dinks with a lower net and a longer distance to hit. Parenteau and Smith regain their position up at the net, and that's where we see some fireworks back and forth. Watch Kovalova here. Twinkle toes Lucy. Stretches out for that forehand volley, doesn't want to step into the non-volley zone. That would be an infraction, of course. Manages to stay out of harm's way, leaving Jardim to kind of take care of the court by herself, but Simone can do that, no problem. There's another good example of retreating when you're under attack. Smith and Parenteau backing up, trying to get that ball low enough that Jardim and Kovalova can't hit it hard and keep it in play. And once they successfully do that, quickly back up to the line they go. Here we see a little cross-court exchange, and watch this forehand dink coming from Kovalova. Look how much she moves Parenteau. Great athleticism from the Canadian to get that ball back in play, and also in a way that Simone can't really attack it. It's a great cross-court dink from Kovalova. And here we see the exchange. Kovalova so good at creating topspin even off of low balls. Here, the two-handed backhand. She drives this at Smith, who thinks she can hang on. Catches that ball a little bit late. The paddle face is a little bit open, which allows the ball to sail along. Kovalova does a good job of following the old saying in pickleball that if it's shoulder high, let it fly. And look at the reaction from all four of these players. Jardim and Kovalova need a little alone time, and Smith and Parenteau can't believe they lost that point. 73 balls. They had it on their paddle. Kovalova thinks that she squeaked it out there. Here we see it from another angle. Look at that ball, shoulder high. There it goes. Lucy holds off, and that's a nice example of pro-level decision-making when to let those balls go flying out. Nice work here. Let's watch this one more time. I love watching all four of these women play pickleball. This is why we love the pro game. So much variety, so much athleticism, decision-making, power, finesse. Pickleball is amazing. I'm Mark Renison, and this was a PPA Hot Shot. And if you didn't know by now, this is brought to you by our good friends at Pickleball Cocktail.
It's Pickleball Cocktail. It's Pickleball Cocktail. It's Pickleball Cocktail. I don't cream. When I step on the court, this is what I do. Okay. Everybody cramping, cause they ain't got that new. I got this cocktail in my glass, and I ain't afraid to drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it. I pickle it.